Okay, so we are going to we are going to start with nutrition in humans today. So just now I already mentioned, this chapter is highly linked to the nutrients and enzymes chapter. Then let's look at what are some of the things that you need to know or that you need to learn, okay, in this chapter. So the first thing is the human digestive system. So the human digestive system is made up of an organ system. Okay, it's not made up of an organ system, it's an organ system. Okay, and this organ system is made up of different organs. Okay, it's made up of different organs. So I emphasize again the different levels of organization. If I didn't remember wrongly, it's no longer in your syllabus, but it will be good to know so that you can understand better. So an organ system is made up of different organs. So in this chapter, you will be learning about the different organs found in the digestive system. Okay, so you need to know what is the function. Okay, so after we learn about the digestive system, the different organs in the digestive system, you need to know their functions. Okay, functions of individual organs and function of the entire digestive system. Okay, so the functions of the different organs. Okay, functions of the different organs and the entire digestive system. So you need to know the difference, okay? Because I think you all also have learned this in Sec 1 and 2. An organ system is able to perform a more complex function. Okay, why? Because it has many different organs. Okay, so the different organs will perform a different function, and collectively they allow the organ system to perform a more complex function. Okay, can so we'll be looking at the structure. So when we talk about the human digestive system, what are the different organs found in the human digestive system? Indirectly, we are looking at this very recurring theme in our chapter, structure and function. Okay, even though not entirely structure function. Okay, because if we are talking about organ function instead of structure and function. Okay, but it's similar. Okay, so this is the first thing that we are going to look at. Then of course, next we will be looking at what are the different processes. Okay, different processes occurring in the digestive system. Okay, so there are many different processes that will occur in the human digestive system. So we can break it down into these different processes. You need to know their definition. So we'll be looking at ingestion. Okay, then after we carry out ingestion, there will be digestion. Okay, then for digestion, there are two types. Okay, there are two types of digestion in your syllabus. So the first one, okay, one of them is called the physical digestion. Sometimes you may see this word mechanical digestion, but usually I use the word physical digestion. Okay, then digestion also have the second part, which is the chemical digestion. Okay, I will not talk about each of them in detail now because if I start talking, then I don't have time to talk about part one first. So now I'm just going through with you all what are the main things or the main concepts that we are going to learn, okay, in this chapter. So we are going to learn about the different processes, ingestion, digestion. Then after digestion already, right? Okay, there will be absorption. Okay, absorption. So absorption again got two types. Okay, one is the very simple one, the absorption of water and mineral water and mineral ions. Okay, from the digested food or from the undigested food. Then there is also this thing called the absorption of digested nutrients. Okay, so this digested nutrients will be linked to the nutrients chapter. Okay, so we will be looking at that lah. So what are the digested nutrients and where do they come from? Okay, how do we get this digested nutrients? Okay, what is being digested? Okay, what is being digested to give this digested nutrients? Actually, you already learned this in the nutrients and enzymes chapter already. Okay, we just need to how should I say we just need to further learn where all these things happen, in which organ, okay, and under which condition. Okay, so after absorption, the next process will be assimilation. Okay, assimilation, I will put it very simply, is basically the process whereby the absorbed digested nutrients are used for useful purposes in the body. Okay, so what are some of these useful purpose in the body? Again, when we talk about this assimilation, we will talk a bit more about it. Then finally, okay, egestion. Okay, can Then the next thing that we need to learn for this chapter for nutrition in humans is we are going to learn about the regulation. Okay, the regulation of blood glucose level. Okay, so this is highly related to this medical condition called diabetes. So when we talk about the regulation of blood glucose level, it will be learned together with diabetes. Okay, the medical condition. This is a medical condition. Okay, so you need to learn what is diabetes. Okay, what will cause a person to get diabetes and what will happen if a person have diabetes. Okay, so diabetes is a medical condition, and then of course when we talk about the regulation of blood glucose level, it is related to two hormones. Okay, so we'll be learning about hormones. So in this chapter, we also be learning about hormones. And the two hormones that we are going to learn is insulin and glucagon. Okay, so we'll be learning about how these two hormones are involved in the regulation of blood glucose level. And when blood glucose level is not maintained at a normal level, okay, that is when a person is diagnosed to have diabetes. Okay, by the way, diabetes is a chronic condition. Chronic means long term. Okay, it's a chronic, not short term, not like 1 second a person have it, next second don't have. Okay, or it's not even 1 hour, it's not even just one month, 1 year. Okay, it's really permanent. When a person have diabetes, usually it's permanent, unless it's pre-diabetic. Okay, they are diagnosed to be pre-diabetic, and then they do some changes in their lifestyle and all these things. Maybe okay, they may not become diabetic. Okay, but the moment a person becomes diabetic, that means have diabetes, usually it stays with the person forever. Okay, so it's a chronic condition. So these are the main things that we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so today we are just going to look at maybe learning outcome 1 and 2. Okay, we may not have time to complete everything lah. Okay, so let's start already. Let's start already. And I don't think I want to talk so much. So I will ask some questions already, because you all will have learned all these things in set 1 and 2. Hey, why got people leave halfway? Wait, never mind. Okay. Now, so first thing first, let's look at, let me open the pen first. Oops. Now, first question, can anyone just tell me, okay, what are the different organs? Okay, what are the different organs? Okay, what are the different organs found in the digestive system? Okay, before anyone tell me, can you all try to list the organs in sequence? Okay, in sequence, that means start from the mouth, then the next one is what? Okay, followed by what? So what are the different organs found in the digestive system? Okay, can anyone want to answer the question? By the way, digestive system have different names. Okay, sometimes we may use this word alimentary canal. Okay, okay. So please remember about that. Okay, anyone want to tell us what are the different organs found in the digestive system? Hello.
Mouth.
Okay, so we start with the mouth. Then next,
Esophagus.
esophagus.
Oh, esophagus.
It's okay. The spelling is important. Okay, the way you pronounce may differ a bit. Okay, esophagus. Stop writing. Stop using the word gullet lah. Okay, I want you to use this word. Okay, gullet is not wrong lah. Okay, but I prefer esophagus. Okay, what is the next organ? Anyone can answer. I don't have to be the same person. Stomach. Okay. How about the next one? You don't want to talk, you write in the chat, fine. Okay, in the Zoom chat, I'm also okay. Small intestine. Okay, very good. Now, small intestine, okay, then Kai Chi mentioned small intestine. I think he's a bit impatient, so he just tell me the next one also, large intestine. Okay, then followed by no, it's not anus immediately. After large intestine, it's not anus. Rectum, yes. Okay, so you have rectum followed by anus. Now, before we continue to the next part, I just want to emphasize for your syllabus, you all need to know that small intestine is divided into different portion. Not divided in terms of there are special names given to different portions of the small intestine. So the initial part, the first part, okay, the first part of the small intestine is called duodenum. Okay, the second part is called jejunum, but that is not in your syllabus, so I'm not going to write for you. Then the last part is called the ileum. Okay, ileum. Okay, so this is the initial part of the small intestine. Then the ileum is the last part of the small intestine. Okay, now, now that we know what are the different organs that is found in the digestive system, the next question we will I want you to think about will be, what is the function of the digestive system? Okay, when I say what is the function of the digestive system, I'm referring to the entire digestive system. What is the outcome? Okay, or what is the main purpose of the digestive system? Okay, can you all think for a while before I get anyone can before I get someone to answer the question? Okay. Anyone? Oops. Anyone want to try? Okay, what is the function of the digestive system? Okay, or what are the different functions of the digestive system? Okay. If you don't want to talk, you can type out the answer. Okay. Can? To give you a hint, to help a bit, if you look at the different learning outcomes that we need to achieve at the end of the chapter, there are some answers that you can find there. Okay, or if you are able to piece up some of the information. Okay, so what is the function, or what are the different functions? What are the different important functions of the human digestive system? Or what is so important? Why must we have the human digestive system? Okay, is it okay not to have the human digestive system? Is it okay for a human not to have digestive system? Anyone? No, no one. Hello. Okay, maybe to help you a bit, before we go back, okay, functions of the digestive system. Okay, functions of the digestive system. Okay, first hint, when we go to the canteen, or when you go to the canteen or you go to KFC, you buy a piece of chicken. Okay, can we just put the chicken next to our cells, and then the chicken will be absorbed by the cell? Can that happen?
Cannot.
Cannot. Why? Why do you say that? Why do you say cannot?
It's too big to be broken down.
It's too big to be?
Broken down by the cell.
To be broken down by the cell. Okay, very good. Okay, so you must understand, maybe I shouldn't say functions of digestive system, but the importance of the digestive system. Okay, so you need to realize, if I have a chicken drumstick, okay, I don't know how to draw, I shall not embarrass myself, so I will just put a chicken drumstick. I will just spell it out. Can I spell drumstick correctly? Okay, I hope so. I put it next to a cell. Okay, imagine this is a cell. Now, can someone tell me what is this part of the cell? By the way, this is a human cell, so it's an animal cell. Okay, can someone tell me what is this? What's this part of the cell? You should learn this in cells chapter.
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane is the cell surface membrane or plasma membrane. Okay, by now you should know it is partially permeable. Okay, this is partially permeable. So, what is the meaning of partially permeable? What is the meaning of partially permeable?
Is it that it can allow certain substance to pass through?
Very good. So partially permeable basically means that only some substances is able to move across the membrane. So if I have a partially permeable membrane, okay, if you're linked by right, you should have learned this in the cells chapter and movement of substances already. Yeah. So partially permeable membrane basically means that some particles, okay, are able to pass through. Only some particles are able to pass through. Okay, so for your syllabus, we simplify it. Okay, what do we mean by only some particles, and why is it that only some particles are able to pass through? Okay, it's according to the size of the particles. Okay, size of the particles are. So only some particles are able to pass through. Why? Because, okay, the size of these particles are smaller than the pore size found in the membrane of these particles are smaller than the pore size, okay, of the membrane, of the cell membrane. Okay, so in other words, small molecules, to further simplify it, it basically means that, okay, small molecules, okay, when we say particles, let me write here, okay, this one should also be mentioned before already. So particles can refer to molecules, it can refer to atoms, molecules, or ions. Okay, so for this chapter, for this digestion in humans, okay, we are mostly dealing with molecules. Okay, so in this chapter, I will just use the word molecules. Okay, and so small molecules are able to move across the cell membrane. Now, this will also means that only the small molecules or only molecules that are small enough can be absorbed by the cell. Or in other words, only molecules that are small enough, they are able to move from the digestive system into the blood. Okay, so just now I tell you already, just now when I give you some hint, okay, so you see here after digestion, there is absorption. Okay, so just now I did not mention, so when we do absorption, usually it's absorption into the blood. Okay, so when we talk about absorption in the nutrition in humans in this chapter, we are usually talking about absorption into the blood. Okay, then absorption into the cell. Okay, so from the human digestive system, after it is being digested, okay, it will be absorbed into the blood. Then once the digested nutrients or the water or the mineral ions is absorbed into the blood, then they can be transported by the blood around the body. Okay, then they can be absorbed by the individual cells from the blood into the cells. Okay, so absorption will be mainly in this chapter. Okay, we are talking about absorption into the blood, then into the cells. Okay, and so let's move back. So small molecules are able to move across the cell membrane. So if they are able to move across, okay, small molecules, okay, can be absorbed. Okay, only, okay, small molecules, okay, can be absorbed into the blood. Okay, into the blood and absorb from the from the blood into the cell. So this is the first one, can be absorbed from digestive system. Yeah, let me erase and rewrite, no space. Okay, absorb from digestive system. This is the downside of doing lecture style teaching like this, because sometimes if I cannot think fast enough, I may need to rewrite. Okay, but I still like this way of teaching, okay, rather than referring to PowerPoint slide, so restrictive. Okay, so absorb from digestive system into the blood. Okay, absorb from digestive system into the blood and absorb from the blood into the cells, into the body cells. Okay, Okay, so only small molecules can be absorbed. So when we talk about in this chapter, when we talk about the small molecules, we are referring to, okay, the molecules of digested nutrients. Okay, molecules of digested nutrients. Today's lesson, I'm not going to give you a break. Okay, we miss a lesson on Wednesday already. Okay, so you're not going to complain. Say Mr. Ang never give you a break. Okay, molecules of digested nutrients. So when we talk about only small molecules, we are referring to the molecules of digested nutrients. Okay, then this part here, this is the part that we are talking. One of the processes, absorption. Okay, absorption of digested nutrients. Okay, so let's go back to my very nice diagram, chicken drumstick and cell. Okay, so you must understand in a chicken drumstick. Okay, so again in this chapter, it's very important for you all to be able to identify what is the main nutrient. Okay, main nutrient found in the food. Okay, this is an example of a food. Okay, so usually they will give you an example of a food and then they will ask you a question related to either nutrients, enzymes, or nutrition in humans. Okay, and a lot of time it's very important for you to be able to identify the main nutrients found in the food that is being used as in the question. Okay, so for chicken drumstick, we depending on what you eat, some people only eat the meat. So if you only eat the meat, it's protein, it's mainly protein. Okay, if you're just looking at the meat. Okay, but some people like me, we don't care. Okay, when you eat KFC, you can remove all the skin. Hey, might as well don't go and eat KFC, right? You just buy a chicken drumstick from the supermarket and you just steam it and eat it, right? Okay, so for me, I also eat the skin. Then in the skin, there's this thing called the fats. Okay, so these are the protein and the fats are the main nutrients found in the chicken drumstick, and they are large molecules. Okay, by now you all should know that they are large molecules. Okay, so these are large molecules. And these large molecules they cannot be absorbed by the cell. Okay, they cannot be absorbed by the cell. Okay, because the cell membrane is partially permeable. Okay, just now I already explained already. Okay, about the partially permeable part. So large molecules cannot be absorbed. So if we were to put the drumstick next to our cell, it will not be absorbed. Okay, you can put there 1,000 years, it will not be absorbed. Okay, I think the drumstick will have been decomposed by then. So large molecules cannot be absorbed. Okay, or cannot move across. Why it cannot be absorbed? Because large molecules cannot move across the partially permeable membrane. Okay, cannot move across the partially permeable membrane. That's why that's the one of the importance or one of the main function of the digestive system. Okay, the different organs in the digestive system, they work together to ensure different large molecules are being digested into smaller and simpler molecules. Okay, so let's do a bit of conclusion. It's 8:42 already. We are only left with 8 minutes. So one of the main importance or one of the main function of the digestive system is to digest large molecules into smaller and simpler molecules. Okay, so the large molecules we have already learned this in the nutrients chapter. Okay, so we have starch, we have proteins, we have fats. Okay. So again, one of the main function of the human digestive system is to break down. Okay. Just now, one of you answer. I like your answers. Even though it's not totally correct. But there are important words that was being mentioned. So that was very good. Okay. So when we talk about digestion, or to digest something, is to break down. Okay, usually we use these two words, break down or break up. Okay, break down. What am I doing? Okay, break down. Okay, then the other one is break up. Okay, before I forget, break up, when we use this word break up or broken up, okay, or broken up, is mainly used, is only used when we are talking about physical digestion. Okay, we use the word break down or broken down for chemical digestion. Okay, can then we will talk about physical digestion and chemical digestion in the next lesson. Okay, so I don't think today we have time to talk about that. Okay, can so large molecules like starch, proteins, fats, they are broken down into smaller and simpler molecules. Can someone tell me what is the basic unit of starch? Hello? Is there anyone still with me? Can someone tell me what are the smaller and simpler molecules that we form when starch, proteins, and fats, when they are digested completely? Hey, hurry up. Don't waste time.
Is it the monosaccharide?
The monosaccharides. Hey, syllabus, you all don't need to learn this word, monosaccharides. Okay, you all need to learn single sugar, double sugar, whatever, right? Okay, very good. Okay, Agner say it's glucose. Okay, so glucose is considered as a single sugar. Okay, can then how about proteins? What is the basic unit of proteins? So when we break down the large molecules, usually we get back the basic unit. So what are the basic units of proteins?
Amino acids.
Amino acid. Okay. The last one, fats. Hey, you all learn this already. Don't need to take so long, man. You
Fatty acids.
fatty acids and
Glycerol.
yes, glycerol. Okay, good. Can so come back again. So one of the main function of the digestive system is to digest the large molecules, okay, present in the food that we eat. Why cannot write? Present in the food, okay, that we eat into smaller and simpler molecules that can be absorbed into the blood. Okay, can then the other function of the digestive system, let me see. Okay, 8:47 already. I don't think I have time to finish talking about the next thing. So never mind, we will end our lesson today. Okay, you all still have 3 minutes of break. Don't say don't have. Okay. Any question? Okay, any question? I see a comment from Kaisia. Okay, fats. Another name for fats is called lipids. Okay, can. So any other question from anyone of you? No? Okay, if you all have any question, you still want to ask, okay, all of you have my number, you can PM me to ask or to write it down somewhere, then the next time I see you in class, you all can ask, okay? Or you can ask in the next lesson. Can I? Okay, if not, I think we'll end our lesson today.